What's up, my friends? Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. As you can see, we have Aroden and Alistair here. Last episode, we picked up Alistair. We also talked to the two recruits. One named Jury and the other Davith. And now we're heading to go, I guess, talk to Duncan and see what he has us do next. It looks like the textures, when I loaded into the game, was doing the weird, I don't know, where the textures were missing, I guess. People were just black figures. So I went ahead and put the texture detail down a little bit. I think that might help. We'll see what happens. We also got what? Let me look at the inventory here. We also got a sword last episode as well. Hold on. Here it is. So this one gives us 2 attack plus 10 physical resistance. That's probably better if we use that instead of Alistair. And I don't think Alistair can actually use... No, he can't use 2 swords yet. He can only use a sword and a dagger. So yeah, that's that. We did touch base with at least more than half of the camp. We talked to the magician over here, got the key, and we're not actually going to open that chest here. I think I'm going to open it up when we come back in the DLC.
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help.
What's the problem?
This is a Mabari, smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed Darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
So, maybe you can help with him, Alistair? I mean, you are human. You know about dogs and mud and all the rest of the stuff.
Nope, dogs and I don't get along. You do it if you're so eager. Just leave me out of it.
Come on. Okay, well, why do you think I can muzzle him?
You're a grey warden, or soon will be. All wardens are immune to the Darkspawn taint. The most you have to worry about is some tooth marks.
Now, just how smart are these dogs?
Centuries ago, a mage bred them to be smart and understand what they're told. They can remember and carry out complex orders. Most valuable dogs in the world. Trouble is, they generally imprint to one master. Re-imprinting them is very difficult. But without the medicine, re-imprinting won't be an issue. Will you help?
So, could he actually be imprinted on me?
We can try, but first we need to muzzle and medicate him.
I'll give it a shot.
Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
Yeah, either that or he's gonna make elf and onion soup out of us. The dog looks up respectfully, backing down from his aggressive stance. You can see intelligence in his eyes, as well as a great deal of pain. This animal is very ill. Let's go ahead and kill him. Never. I couldn't do it. Even if there was achievement for this, I don't even think I can bring myself to do it. So, put the muzzle on the dog. The Mabari grows weakly, but does not challenge you. After you're done, he whimpers plaintively.
Done. Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
Hell if I know. Maybe?
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white, with a blood-red centre.
Well, why don't you go get it yourself?
The wilds are off limits to non-soldiers, and I have many other hounds under my care.
So, will the dog be alright without it?
If he doesn't get it, chances are he'll need to be put down.
So, where exactly in the wilds am I supposed to find this particular flower?
It usually grows in dead wood that collects at the edge of ground pools. Should be plenty this time of year.
Okay, well, I'll see if I can find it.
Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
Alright, let's move on. Yeah, when I loaded into the game the texture stuff. I'm not playing that crap again the way it was last time. I'm telling you, I'll put the graphics down to low if I have to. But we are not dealing with that shit again. I was actually going to unmod anything, just do no mods and do basic, but I'm curious because I never actually did it with all this stuff, and I want to, you know, get a different aspect of the game a little bit here. Let's talk to Wynn. I'm done talking about mods.
Greetings, young man. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynn, one of the mages summoned by the king.
Pleased to meet you.
Well met, and good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact.
So, will you be fighting besides the king?
Not precisely. The Grey Wardens will be on the front lines, not the mages. Still, we have our parts to play. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp.
A united land? Sure. You're right. It's definitely not an idea anyone seems to be able to grasp at all. So, you faced Darkspawn before?
Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade?
We call it the Beyond, but I know of no connection.
Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body, whether it's to dream or to die, it passes into the realm we call the Fade. It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
So what? Darkspawn are just what? Dream spirits?
Sadly, no. They are kin to neither the gentle Fade spirits nor the malevolent demons. Shamefully, they were once the souls of men. Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Neverwinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
You know, the Chantry says many things.
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
Well, I guess so. I'll just go around killing every Darkspawn I see. That's probably the best bet.
A wise attitude. It's worked well for me in the past. But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
He sure does, old woman. Let's go. Is she up there still yammering on? Good grief. Davith?
Well, in for a silver, in for a crown, as my dear mum always used to say.
We should
Jewelry?
see what Duncan wants us to do next, don't you think?
Sure. Let's... Okay, let's talk to Duncan.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
So, what do we need Darkspawn blood for?
For the joining itself. I'll explain more once you've returned.
Go into the wilds? Isn't that dangerous? Good grief.
You weren't recruited out of charity. All 3 of you are skilled and resourceful. Alistair is the most junior member of our order and will accompany you as is tradition. Do not worry. I doubt you will need to go far into the wilds to find what you seek.
The other 2 were quite scared of the wilds. Whatever the hell's in the wilds, so... Yeah. Okay, surely you could have acquired the blood before now.
Of course. You must work together to collect the components, however. It's as much a part of the joining as what comes after.
Well, finally, some god darn action.
Without a doubt. Darkspawn aren't renowned for their willingness to offer up their blood. There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
What kind of scrolls are they?
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
So what if they're no longer there?
It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Alistair on this one. Why the hell would they even leave it there? But he did say, obviously, what he just said, so... Okay, well, is this part of the joining too?
No, but the effort must be made. I have every confidence you are up to the task.
So, how will we find this archive?
It will be an overgrown ruin by now, but the sealed chest should remain intact. Alistair will guide you to the area you need to search.
Alright. Find archive and 3 vials of blood. Understood.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Alright, we have everyone in the party now. Let's go ahead and talk to these fools before we go ahead and respecking people. Hey.
I am ready.
You are ready. You look like you're a bit scared or you just shat yourself. Anyways, so you said you were from Redcliffe.
I hail from Redcliffe, but Duncan recruited me in Highever, a city off the northern coast. Have you traveled there?
You know, I've never really been away from my clan.
I was in Arlayman's retinue when he attended King Marek's funeral. It was in Highever that I met my Helena. I was smitten. She has the most beautiful eyes, my Helena. Now, for years I found any excuse to return there. We married a year ago. Arlayman gave me leave to serve in Highever, but I was attempting to persuade Helena to come to Redcliffe with me, at least until I was recruited.
If you didn't notice, go back maybe 5 or 6 seconds in the video and kind of watch that guy walk behind Jury. Creepy. Very creepy. He also looked like he shat himself, the way he was walking. Anyways, so you abandon her.
Never. I will return to her once my duty is done and the Blight defeated.
Alright, so the Grey Wardens, how'd they find you, bub?
Last month, Duncan visited Highever, and the band held a tournament in his honor. I won the Grand Melee. It was hard to leave my wife. We married only a year ago, and she is heavy with child now. But Ferelden needs my blade, and I shall not falter.
What do you think of Duncan?
He has a seemingly impossible task, with a scarce handful of Grey Wardens, yet he does not complain or flinch from his duty.
True. Quite an honorable man. So, what do you think we should do now?
We need to find those documents and the Darkspawn blood. It should be interesting.
Alright, I should go.
Indeed.
Davith?
Yes?
So, where you from there, Davith?
I grew up in a village about a day's trip to the east. Little blot you wouldn't even find on a map. Haven't been back in years. I struck out for the city as soon as I could outrun my pa. I've been in Denerim for what, 6 years now? Never liked it much, but there's more purses there than anywhere else.
So you're a cut purse?
And a pickpocket, thank you very much. Or was, anyhow. Who'd ever guess I'd end up a Grey Warden?
The Wardens take what is necessary. Maybe you... I don't know. Maybe, to be honest with you, Davith kind of reminds me of how Duncan was in the books. Like, if you picture Duncan's voice and the way he talks in the books, you kind of just see Davith's voice narrating Duncan's. They're literally almost a spitting image, so I wonder if Davith was kind of made with the... I don't know, just kind of made how Duncan was. Like, they kind of put it in as like a little Easter egg. It's interesting. Anyways, just read them, damn it. So, how did the Grey Wardens find you?
I found them. I cut Duncan's purse while he was standing in a crowd. He grabs my wrist, but I squirm out and bolt. The old bugger can run, but the garrison caught me first. I'm a wanted man in Denerim, you see, so they were going to string me up right there.
So what happened then?
Duncan stopped them, invoked the right of conscription. I gave the garrison the finger while I was walking away. Don't know why Duncan wants someone like me, but he says finesse is important and that I'm fast with a blade. You bet your boots I am. Besides, it beats getting strung up.
He's fast with a blade, but he uses a bow. Alright then. So, what do you think of Duncan?
Alright for an old bugger. He's faster than he looks too.
What do you think we should do now, pal?
You heard the same speech I did. Blood and old treaties. Off we go into the wilds.
Okay, okay.
Hey, I'm following you, aren't I?
Alright, let me make a save here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and, I guess, respec ourselves. Specializations. Okay, respecialization. Your character can have unforeseen implications. Always make sure you have saved your progress before attempting to use this potion. Are you sure you want to? Okay, sure. We had what? 14 in cunning and the rest in strength. Next, let's go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. We'll get this later. Let's do powerful, precise striking, shield bash, shield pummel. I don't want this yet. I think we're fine without it. So let's be a little bit more beefy and get shield block. It would be nice to actually get this. But we can't sustain both of them right now, so that's fine. Okay, let's put this up here. All the way over yonder. Alright, let's get on Alistair.
What now?
I'm gonna make a save before we do every single one because I don't want to screw up. Alright, take a vial. Okay, yeah. Alright, Alistair, oh man. So he's already got... I'm gonna keep him on Templar. I wouldn't mind putting him on a Reaver, but I'm gonna keep him on Templar. He's gonna need some dexterity, obviously. You know, I really don't remember how to make a dual-wielding warrior. I can't remember. I know they're gonna need at least a good deal of dexterity. But there's gotta be a cutoff point. Alright, I want 1 in traps for Alistair. For loathering stuff. That should be fine for now. Let's do 1 in Templar, Warrior, precise striking. Dual wield. Where is Rapace? There it is. Let's see, I wonder if I should do... The character is extremely skillful in wielding a weapon, each hand getting a bonus to attack and defense. And we can really use that stun. Let's give him that for now. Okay, let's get on Davith. I'm pretty sure I probably don't need to save. Take this. Can we even do that to Davith? I wonder. We can. Cool. I'm gonna give Davith all cunning. Give him 2 into there. 1 into there. So he can do 4. I really want him on. That's fine. I just want him on the bow, to be honest with you. But I also want to... Hold on. I want to go around pickpocketing people, but I want to fail, so let's pickpocket Duncan. Whoop! Wasn't me. You definitely gotta fail one for something to trigger, but yeah. Go around pickpocketing people, huh?
Sisters and gentlefolk, we stand here on the eve of battle.
Let me get this guy first.
Hello again.
Oh.
Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps?
I should go.
May her be with you in the coming battle, friend.
You too, my friend. Okay. Hardy's belt. I remember him having some kind of good belt. I believe that's about the only good thing here in... You know... That stamina regeneration is nice. I'll use the belt. Alistair can have that belt. I'm still uncertain what I want to do with this shit. Maybe, I don't know. It's hard to tell. Let's get back to Davith. Get him off these daggers. Alistair on one of these daggers. There you go, bub. Okay. So, that. Where's your weapon at, pal? There we go. Where's your bow? Can you not use your bow? Shite. He can't use his darn bow. You know, let's just give him... Maybe you can use it then. There you go. You're just gonna have to use that bow. I need to make sure to remind myself to take that damn thing from him. Here we go.
I'm certain there is another explanation.
No, there's not. My man caught him with his hand in his pocket.
Careful. You're talking about a Grey Warden. I would trust his word over your man. In any event, I vouch for the good conduct of all the wardens here. Are we clear?
Yes, Warden.
Duncan?
I need to say something to you. You're a worthy and skilled recruit, and I know of your talent with sleight of hand. That is a good thing. Grey Wardens use a diverse range of skills and tools to accomplish their missions. But the law is very hard on thieves. Ferelden still bears mistrust towards our order, so practice these skills with caution. Your standing as a warden will not always help you.
You know, but... I need to practice to get better, you know?
Certainly. Just don't get caught. Have you had any success in the wilds?
Not yet.
Then you'd best start soon. You don't want to be in the wilds when night falls.
He said, so just don't get caught. Okay, well, I'm leaving... You know, hold on. Because there were some chests over here. Let's go get these chests. Let's make some rounds. There's a chest on the other side, but I won't drag you guys through that. I'll probably do it off camera to get it real quick. We even can. Is that a leather helm? Okay. So I'm guessing with Davith, you could probably still do this even on console, because I know, I'm telling you, I know Davith was able to at least do it on console as well. If you're not a rogue. Honestly, obviously, if you're a rogue, then you get everything. But let me tell you something. It's really not. You don't really miss anything from actually not being a rogue. I mean, you miss out on some XP here and there, but most of the chests you get into don't really have anything in it. Of course, there's a quest for them love letters and whatnot, but you know, I don't really. The majority of the time, you should have a rogue with you or something. It's something that you probably won't miss. Usually. I guess we can go and talk to Logain. Tell you what, I'm gonna go on the other side. First of all, let me take that. Get back on Davith. Let's go to the other side and get that darn chest before I forget. Okay, let's talk to Kaylin's guy. Hold on, let me pickpocket this guy. Nothing to steal. What? Alright, let's talk to Kaylin's guard.
Greetings. King Kaelin is not in his tent right now.
Where's the king?
I believe he's with the Grey Wardens in camp, drinking. He holds them in high regard, you know, as his father did.
So, the king. Tell me about him. You must see him a lot.
I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Teyrn Loghain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
Well, I guess we'll see in the coming battle.
That's how the Teyrn feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny that Teyrn called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
Do they fight often?
More than usual lately. Good thing the Teyrn's the only one who can speak to the king like that.
Well, I should go.
As you wish.
Let's see if we can, pickpocket this guy.
On it.
Nothing to steal. What's wrong with you guys? Loghain's guard. Hey.
You approach the tent of Teyrn Loghain. State your business.
Tell me about Loghain.
How can you not know of Loghain? He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Maric's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Maric rewarded him by making him a Teyrn. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Loghain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn.
Is the Teyrn inside? What's he doing?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activities.
Come on, surely you can tell me a little about him.
I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for days. The Teyrn's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Teyrn speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Teyrn Loghain tells him. Without the Teyrn, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are.
So, could you get me an audience with the Teyrn?
I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on then.
Sure, we got a message for him. Is it because we're an elf?
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
Well, I'm not really a Grey Warden yet.
You impressed His Majesty nonetheless. He could not contain his excitement over your meeting. Kaylin's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
No, I did not know that.
Maric respected the Grey Wardens. They have an honored place in the hearts of our people. But Maric would have understood that it takes more than legends to win a battle. That's not an argument I'll repeat here. I see you're a Dalish. Maric knew a Dalish elf once. Never saw an equal with the bow before or since. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
Well, I don't know.
If Kaelin has his way, you will. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort.
You know the Dalish have no kings.
And yet the fate of the Grey Wardens lies in his hands. Remember that.
He's a pretty severe guy. Okay, so he talked about Maric. I will put a little bit from the books here and there. So he talked about Maric knowing a Dalish elf, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know if that's a typo or I just don't really remember, but I don't remember Maric really knowing a Dalish elf, unless Catriel was a Dalish elf. I don't remember if she was. I don't think she was a Dalish elf, because she never had markings on her face. And that's about the only elf I could really remember, unless Loghain's band was, had Dalish elves in it, because Loghain actually led a company in the books, in the first book, and he had a bunch of elves, man, in his company. So I don't know if it's a typo or maybe it's just something that I'm missing.
This wretched thing is a Darkspawn. They're strong and cunning and smart, but don't listen to those old wives' tales. They can be killed. Stick them with your sword enough, and they go down. And poisonous. Don't even touch it. You get tainted with that blood, and you may as well slit your throat.
There we
We've
go.
lost many dogs already. For them to keep them from biting. It's a long and painful way to die.
You know, none of these guys barely have anything.
This is supposed to be the battle that sends these Darkspawn back underground. You believe that?
I don't know what...
Okay, let's get on. Let's head over here and get this last little bit. We need to get into the wilds because we have another episode of us not getting...
I shall not be left to wander the drifting roads of the Fade, for there is no darkness.
On it.
Not getting to the wilds.
Blessed are they who stand.
Hey, there's our messenger guy. What's it? He's over here in the corner by himself. What are you doing, bub? Nothing to steal? Hey.
Hello again. You need something now?
You know, just saying hi.
Oh, alright. Nice to see you again.
Alright, let's get into the wilds, damn it. We'll keep pickpocketing, I guess, when we can. I'm curious to see what's even around here. The only thing I can remember there being of note was from the quartermaster guy. Everything else is just random shit.
Lots of Darkspawn, different kinds. We're getting reports of things. Our short friend here, for instance.
Okay, there's one person we still did not talk to. And that... Can we pickpocket him? Oh, cool. The Ash Warrior guy. There he is.
Maker's Breath, another elf. What do you want?
You have a problem with elves?
Not in particular, except for them being so thin-boned. You make good messengers sometimes. Is there something you wanted? We have no time for idle chatter.
You don't really look like the other soldiers in the army.
We aren't. We're Ash Warriors.
What's an Ash Warrior?
Our training has been passed down since Lathias the Dwarf Son first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. It is an old tale.
Go ahead. Tell this old tale.
I am no bard, but I will do my best. Lathias was a claimed tribesman. Some said he was too short to be a warrior, but he was strong and fierce. His chieftain sent him to the dwarves of Orzammar to negotiate an alliance, where he fell in love with the king's daughter, Skya, and brought her back to his tribe. She taught Lathias to use the dwarven battle wrath to summon his strength and ignore all pain. Lathias then taught this to the Clane, who made him their chieftain.
So, what happened to him?
Lathias' prowess earned him the love of Morriganna, a beautiful chieftain of another tribe. When Skya learned of his seduction, she returned to her people. Lathias was grieved. He sent Morriganna away, but this only vexed her, and began a long war between their tribes. In the end, Lathias slew Morriganna in single combat. However, his wounds were great, and he perished when the rage ended. The dwarves came from Orzammar that day, and gave Lathias an honored burial in the mountains. And we live by his teachings even today.
So, what exactly happened to his wife? Skya?
It is said that before the final battle, she returned to Lathias and gave him a shirt of dwarven chain, along with a final night of passion. Then she was gone forever. If she lived on in Orzammar, only the dwarven folk could say for certain.
Well, an interesting legend. Thank you for telling me.
It was an honor.
So, what does an Ash Warrior actually do?
We harness the rage inside us, nurture it, and draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain. It is a dwarven discipline, but we've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds. That is our way. I trust my hound with my life, as he trusts me with his.
So is a dog good in combat?
A trained Mabari hound is as dangerous as any sword. We do not speak of a city pet or those things that sit in an old woman's lap.
What are you preparing for?
To scout the wilds and watch the progression of the Darkspawn horde. With luck, we'll find and slaughter many stragglers. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of his prey. If he dies, I shall mourn tonight.
Well, survives the blood? What exactly do you mean?
Darkspawn blood is poisonous, but not always fatal. Those who survive grow immune to its effects. The wardens say the tainted blood drives even the survivors mad eventually. But not today. Today, we hunt and we kill.
So wouldn't it be smarter to just leave your dogs behind?
They fight at our side. We don't fret over their safety as if they were children.
Why have you painted your dogs?
They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies. But the blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
What if an enemy paints themselves with caddis as well?
Why? Would you steal our caddis and give it to the Darkspawn hordes?
Yeah, sure, buddy. What are you, not thinking? Yeah. Why would... I hope you're joking.
If you tried, we would kill you. And that is no joke.
I dare say that we would probably kill you guys, but you could try. Anyways, I should go.
My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
Alright, thank you for Lathias Dwarfson. Let's go ahead and put our hands in his pocket. Whoa! 2 silver? Very good. Let's go ahead and get out. At least get out into the wilds.
I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Well, see you later, bub. Let me see what Jory's got going on. So Pummel Strike over here. David looks good. Alistair. You don't got much, bub. Don't really want that on. What I am going to do is get Alistair some 4 potions for this freaking run. That's not going to be good. We should probably be okay, though. Let's get our stuff on. Alright. Let's go see what the hell's going on in the wilds. Beasties! Oh shit. Oh yeah! Alright, let me almost strike this one. Get back on the shield. Taking some hits here. Let's try to get behind him. Okay, what are you guys doing? Alistair over here fighting this one. Let's get a little bit of distance. Davith, I'm going to need you to pin that one. Okay, he's pinned. Let's go ahead and kick this one. Oh yeah! Get back to Aroden. Okay, Alistair.
On.
Let's get all these pelts. Okay. We probably don't need this stuff, but to be honest with you, maybe we do. I might make some potions this playthrough and sell them to make a little bit of money. Okay, Missionary Jogby. Okay, we are going to read stuff like this, at least as we go.
On.
Letter to Jogby, the missionary. My dearest son, it pleases me that you wish to follow in my footsteps and bring the Maker's word to the unenlightened. I wish you had chosen a less dangerous place to do so. Apologies for leaving early for the wild sun, but I wanted to set up camp and get things started. The chase and respect one with survival skills. in the wilds, so I hope to get a grip on that before you arrived, and maybe establish an agreement with the local tribe so that we had friends when you came. When you reach the wilds, you'll find it difficult to navigate. I've listed certain landmarks below. If you follow them, it will lead you to a location I've scouted out, where I've left you some supplies. If you're lost, try to get back to that spot, and I'll find you. Okay, the landmarks are as follows. Beginning at the entrance of the wilds, look for a tree leaning over the ruined building, pass under a falling tree bridge, pass a submerged tower on the right, look between a high ruined arc and a mossy standing stone. Walk along the path of the ruined stones. Look for 2 large statues with a chest in them. Okay. So there you will find our meeting point. I love you, Jogby, my son. I hope to see you soon. Your father, Rigby. Well, this is the son, perhaps, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trigger this guy and then save here before we go any farther. Hey.
Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
I mean, I guess let's try to bandage the man up at least.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the 4 of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back.
Well, you sound like a coward to me.
I am simply trying to stay alive. You do not see me fleeing, do you?
A bit of fear isn't unnatural, you know. Few relish meeting Darkspawn up close. I know I don't.
I mean, hey, I'm looking forward to killing him.
Bloodthirstiness is such a charming feature, too. Did you know that? Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Sheesh, at least Davith is not such a coward as this Jory guy. Anyways, my friends, I'm out of here. I'm going to end the episode on this note. When we come back, we'll obviously finish the wilds. We did everything in the camp at least, and so the wilds will probably go pretty smoothly. But anyways, y'all take it easy out there. Until next time, stay safe. See y'all then.